Hey guys, very quickly, let's review the vocabularies we talked about the other day. So, can somebody tell me one of the words we learned about?
Elective.
Elective. And what does elective mean?
A class that you get to choose.
Yeah, you get to select class, optional course. What is the other?
I learned about a scowl.
Scowl. And what does that
A
mean?
scowl is a frown or a mad face.
Yes, and how do you think that it's going to be used in the story?
I think someone will try to impress somebody.
So if the title says 7th grade, what would anybody would have a frowned face? We're talking about school.
They don't like school.
Because some kids don't like school, or some kids think like they get bullied in school.
So maybe they're bullied, there are certain kids that they might not like. Very good. Other words
Or
that
they
we
just
learned.
might have a bad day.
Big ups.
And what does that mean?
It means like someone who's prejudiced or racist.
Prejudice and or racist and what else?
Conviction, a type of belief that someone believes in, like the right choice.
So like an idea, very good. And what else?
Fluent.
And what is fluent?
Fluent is when you're constantly doing something or like it's a natural flow.
Okay, and in terms of reading or language, how do you think that would apply?
Like you can say something without having to think about what you're saying. Like if you're speaking Spanish, you can just say it out and you'll automatically like know it.
Pretty much come easy to you. Very good. So let's just start reading and stop and think about the vocabularies when we see it and see how they're using it in the passage. So who wants to read the first 2 paragraphs? Go ahead, let's start reading. We can just go around. Go ahead.
On the first day of school, Victor stood in line half an hour before he came to a wobbly card table. He was handed a packet of papers on a computer card, which he listed his one elective, French. He already spoke Spanish and English, but he thought someday he might travel to France, where it was cool. Not like Fresno, where summer days reached 110 degrees in the shade. There are rivers in France and huge churches, and fair-skinned people everywhere, the way there are brown people all around Victor. Besides Teresa, a girl he had liked since they were in catechism classes at St. Teresa's. He was taking French too. With any luck, they'll be in the same class. Teresa is going to be my girl this year, he promised himself as he left the gym full of students in their new fall clothes. She was cute and good in math too, Victor thought as he walked down the hall to his homeroom. He ran to his friend, Michael Torres, by the water fountain that never turned off. They shook hands, Raza style, and jerked their heads at one another in a saludo de battle. How come you're making a face? Asked Victor. I ain't making a face, essay. This is my face, Michael said, as his face had changed during the summer. He had read a GQ magazine that his older brother had borrowed from the book mobile and noticed that the male models all had the same look on their faces. They would stand, one arm around a beautiful woman and scowl. They would sit at a pool, their rippled stomachs dark with shadow, and scowl. They would sit at dinner tables, cool drinks in their hands, and scowl.
Okay, so what is the first vocabulary word they mentioned?
Elective.
And what is the elective he had chosen?
French.
French. And is there a particular reason why he chose that elective?
Because he already knows Spanish and English, and he might travel to France one day.
Very good. But what was his other reason behind it?
Because that girl Teresa is taking me too.
So he liked the girl since a long time ago, and he wanted to take that class because there was a chance that they can be in the same class. And what did he promise himself?
That she can become his girlfriend one day.
So he's hoping that one day they will go out. Very good. And what other words are mentioned here from the vocabulary? And how is scowl used here?
The kid is the woman as the thing, the model is scowling, like they're having a straight face.
Okay, so models were scowling. What else?
In a magazine, the models were scowling, but they always had girls with them.
Okay. And why do you think they mentioned that? Any particular reason you think?
Because I think that he's going to be influenced by the models to scowl to get a girl.
Very good. Okay. So who wants to continue reading? I think it works. Go ahead.
I think it works, Michael said. He scowled and let his upper lip quiver. His teeth showed along with the ferocity of his soul. Belinda Reyes walked by a while ago and looked at me, he said. Victor didn't say anything though. He thought his friend looked pretty strange. They talked about recent movies, baseball, their parents, and the horrors of picking grapes in order to buy their fall clothes. Picking grapes was like living in Siberia, except hot and more boring. What classes are you taking? Michael said, scowling. French, how about you? Spanish, I ain't so good at it, even if I'm Mexican. I'm not either, but I'm better at it than math, that's for sure.
So they keep on mentioning that scowl word. What else are they using it for?
For both students in their homerooms, the two friends socked each other in the arm and went their ways. The cards were passed out. They were given a bulletin to take home to their parents. The principal, Mr. Felton, spoke over
To Miss Gaines, she asked her something nice.
So why do you think he did it?
to act cool, example of a person. You, Victor Rodriguez, like the inside of a watch. After math, he had a 15-minute break, then social studies, and then finally lunch. He bought a tuna sandwich.
No, I mean, why would
He
you
was
say
joking with him. He made fun of what Victor said. Because he looked like Teresa.
So maybe the word spread around.
Was in a Sunday mood. Victor hurried to the bad lunch area, same as Victor's.
So far, do you think Teresa might like him?
No, she just likes smiling at him as a friend.
She might brave a few students. Bonjour, Victor whispered. He wanted to wrinkle his face in curiosity. Asked him to speak up. Great rose bushes of red bloomed out of the a river of roses. Better yet, he wished she could start to smile.
Okay.
The bell sounded in his turn. Victor shot out of the room, avoiding the stares of the had spent all his money on her. And he had to write home to his parents because he was a long sprint to the public library where he checked out three French books.
So that will be the essential message or the main idea. You guys just, okay, guys. Now,
and he got close to Mr. Gaines.